Do you like eating sand? What about talc or titanium dioxide? The fact is, 99% of all vitamins on the market contain unnecessary and potentially toxic additives. That's why we've created Pure Vitamin Club. Our daily multicap is a carefully balanced formulation of the 13 essential vitamins plus 11 key minerals with no added ingredients of any kind. Just the nutrients your body needs to function at its best. But no vitamin will do you any good unless you actually take it. So we've made that easy for you. Pure Vitamin Club will deliver your vitamins to your door for pennies a day at purevitaminclub.com. purevitaminclub.com.
He's Hollywood's go-to guy for health and fitness. And now, America's angriest trainer, Vinnie Tortorich, with co-host Anna Bacino.
Why am I America's angriest trainer? Your good intentions have been stolen, and I'm here to help you get them back.
I am Vinnie Tortorich, folks, and here we are again on a Saturday show. And I know what you're thinking. It's a show where he brings on just a regular listener, but this is not just well, this person listens to the show, but she's not a regular listener. She is more than that. She is a contributor to things like the Huff Post, the Huffington Post. You guys hear me yelling about those idiots all the time. Well, she contributes to that. She's also written books. She's got a great blog. She's got all kinds of stuff. She's got a new cookbook coming out. And we're not talking about Anna Vocino's cookbook. This is a completely different kind of cookbook. It's called What a Good Eater. And it's to teach kids how to eat from day one, so they're not stuck eating stuff like TV dinners and fish sticks and all the other stuff, and then parents have to try to backtrack and go, oh, geez, I don't know what my kid's going to eat now. Folks, welcome to the Saturday show. Alessandra Macaluso. I think that's Irish, right, Alexandra?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like an Irish name. You and I have known each other for, a few years now.
Yes.
And we have never met.
That's right.
Yeah. But you like what I do over here. I've always liked what you do over there. And here we are. Now, how did we originally meet? I can't remember. It had to be around my book, right? I was probably begging you to do stuff around my book.
Yes, we met through your book. I did a review for your book, actually, Fitness Confidential. I loved it. I loved your whole approach. I don't know, when I started reading you, and even now, I can't believe I haven't met you because you feel like the family member that I see at parties. You know, it's a very relatable conversation. Well,
yeah. First off, I feel the same way because we're both very Italian, and we grew up in traditional Italian American homes where it's not like the Italy Italians. It's a whole different kind of Italian experience, right?
Oh, yes.
And whenever you and I talk, we just get on the phone and it's like we haven't missed a day, like we grew up together or some weird thing like that, right?
It's true. It's totally true.
It's crazy because we haven't spoken in a while, and I plunked the phone down just to call you about this book because I wanted to learn more about it. And it was like we hadn't missed a day.
Exactly. I love that. I see your name pop up on my phone and I'm like, oh yeah, there's Vinnie. Like you're an old friend of mine.
Yeah. Like, we were back in the day. Now, you do a lot of writing. You're, unlike me, you're a good writer. So go ahead and brag about yourself for a second. You write for the Huff Post. You have your own website. You have your own blog where you write. You reviewed me there. Tell everybody all the different places they can find you before we funnel down and get them to go look for What a Good Eater.
Sure. Well, I write kind of, like you said, all over the web. I am a blogger for the Huffington Post. I've been on Huffington Post Parents. I've been on Huffington Post Taste. I've been on Huffington Post Weddings. My first book was actually called The Real Deal Bridal Bible. So I'm kind of always kind of mixed into the wedding world too. I blog there. I've blogged, written posts for Scary Mommy, which I don't know if you've heard of Scary Mommy.
No, I haven't. Who is that?
It's run by Jill Smokler, and it's a huge parenting site. I mean, Jill is just an incredible person. I had the opportunity to meet her in person about a year ago, and she's just a huge supporter of parents in general. You know, a lot of women, a lot of really interesting essays on there. I feel like you would love that site because there really is a huge variety.
We should have my purevitaminclub.com thing over there. Right? Does she do affiliate programs, or how does that work?
She might be interested. She does work with brands. So,
well, hook me up off the air. Let's talk. By the way, you are an affiliate of purevitaminclub.com. How do you feel about the product?
I am. I love it. My husband takes it all the time. Actually, when you first launched it, I was pregnant. So I was, I had, pregnancy, obviously you might have different needs. So I was taking prenatal vitamins. My husband was all over it. And I think he still gets the shipments. He thought it was great. And he loved the fact that you are no BS. You don't have any of the junk in there. It's just straight vitamins, what you need. And he's been getting clean on everything. He doesn't take he used to take that creatine and all that crap.
Yeah.
And we cleared out that whole cabinet. Now he's basically just down to pure vitamins, your Pure Vitamin Club vitamins, and a couple of other random things.
People, they say to me all the time, what should I eat pre-workout, and what kind of powder should I take post-workout? And I always say beef. Beef is the best thing you can have.
Yeah. Food, real food.
Yeah, real food. It's like the poor man's steroids. And let's use that to jump right into what you've done here. I love this idea of a cookbook for mommies who don't. Well, mommies, obviously, a lot of them know how to cook, but they're giving their kids. Look, let's face it. Not every mom puts the kid on the teat. A lot of these moms, like from day one, they got the kid on the formula, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot of reasons. Some women can't breastfeed. Some women just have a lot of trouble. It doesn't come easy for everybody. But you're right. Yeah.
So, for that reason, the kids, they start off look, my mom put me on formula because she had to go back to work. And back then, women didn't pump milk and the whole thing. And my mom was, hey, I have a job. You stay here with the grandparents, and we're going to go right on out and keep working so we can support this family. And, I started off life on this fake kind of food. And don't you feel that leads into other problems? Parents are... I mentioned fish steaks. What are some of the things you see women giving their kids that are completely crap? And look, I know what you're thinking. Oh, my friend Marge from down the street, even though no one's named Marge anymore. Marge from down the street is going to hear this, and she's going to know that I'm talking about the fact that she gives her kids crap. Go on. Talk as if Marge is never going to hear this show.
Listen, Marge, no. This is the thing. Nobody has time, right? That's the biggest challenge, is that nobody has time. So when you think of healthy eating, you immediately think, yeah, that sounds great, but life is in the way. Like you said, your parents, they had to work. They didn't have time to sit there and nurse you or cook you all these homemade, healthy, home-cooked meals. Our whole, philosophy is that, we don't have time either. We are strapped for time. We have multiple kids, we're trying to do the right thing, but it's just not easy all the time. So, for example, let's take goldfish. Let's say Marge, since we're talking smack about her.
Right.
let's say Marge feeds her kid goldfish because it's easy, because the supermarket sells it, and because you can just stick your hand in a bag and then take it with you to go, Right. What my co-author Amy and I have done is we say, you know what? Yeah, we agree with you. We want it to be as simple as stick your hand in the bag, put some crap in a Ziploc and go. But in our minds, we want to show you how you can just put your hand in another bag. For example, you can mix some dried fruit and granola. Maybe you can throw some coconut flakes in there. You can still make it easy for yourself without eating crap. And I think the biggest hardest part about it is that we're over-marketed with crap. So
I can make an argument even against the granola, even though, I shouldn't be arguing against a book that, but I'm looking at all the stuff you have on the website. There's fruit here. There's good stuff. There's carrots. There's, and here's the thing. And you tell me, I don't understand how parents don't have time. Let's go back a bit. When I was a kid, I'm 53 now. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, there were no fake there were no throwaway diapers. Parents had to have time to change a diaper, clean the shit out of the diaper, wash the diaper, dry the diaper, and have a whole stack of diapers ready to go.
Yeah.
Right? Now you just take it off, toss it in it's actually called a diaper genie.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it just twists it and it goes away. You don't smell it, nothing. You wait till there's a whole bunch of them in there, and you get. Aren't you impressed that I know about the diaper genie?
I'm very impressed that you know about the diaper
So
genie.
that's a time saver. And then you got when I was a kid, there's no such thing as a microwave, right, where you can heat things up. Mommy
Right.
at 2 a.m. would have to take that milk and heat it up over a stove. Now you stick it in the microwave. You could be bleary-eyed and just press a button and beep. All of a sudden, you got stuff right there at the ready. And not to mention all the, the way you can package food or you could process food, even if you're eating fresh food. We have Cuisinarts and processors and Vitamixers and so on and so forth. And on top of that, we can have anything and everything, including marijuana, brought right to your door via the internet here in California. They will bring it to your door. It doesn't matter. So we don't even have to go out and shop anymore. So my question becomes, and by the way, I see this on my Twitter all the time. People go, hey, Vinny, the reason I eat cereal in the morning is because I don't have time to fry an egg. So I can make an argument that it takes about the same amount of time to fry an egg as it takes to make a bowl of cereal. By the time you get the bowl out, you get the milk out, you get the cereal, and then you have to put the milk back, you got to put the bowl back, and the whole thing. I can make an argument that it takes the same amount of time. But let's go ahead and assume that somehow miraculously the egg takes an extra 3 or 4 minutes. If it's that important to you, number one, can't you wake up 3 or 4 minutes earlier? Is that such a big deal? Number one. Number two, let's say that you are that one special individual that doesn't have time to do stuff in the morning and you still want to eat an egg. Can't you make a bunch of eggs on Sunday night? Let's say you make 12 of them. That's 6 days worth of eggs. You can have 2 a day for 6 days. Keep them in the fridge. Am I making this stuff up, Allie, or is this stuff people can do?
Now, that right there, what you just said, hits the nail on the head. Because I will tell you, I'm in the thick of it right now, right? I've got 2 small kids. I have a toddler and an infant, and they are just sucking every inch of time and energy that I have, right?
Right.
So even though it sounds crazy, to wake up 5 minutes early to me is insanity because I feel like I am all my energy reserves are going to them constantly. So you're almost like in survival mode when you have small kids because they take up so much. But the whole premise of our book and what you just brought up is a perfect point. I don't know when I'm going to have time, but let's just say that I can get, a couple hours on a Sunday. You can make these meals that we have in our cookbook worth your while because if I'm going to turn on the stove, I want it to be worth my while. I want it to make a giant batch of food that I'm going to feed my whole family that I can put in my freezer and take out later. Like you were just saying, like you can cook a batch of eggs on a Sunday, keep them in your fridge, and then you almost have your own version of healthy fast food. You can grab and go with it.
Yeah, look, I remember my grandmother would cook a chicken on Sunday. And we would have chicken this on Sunday, and then we would have chicken that on Monday, and some other, chicken soup on Wednesday, and then bone broth on Wednesday. And it's like the Indians would look at, the American Indians would look at my grandmother and go, Jesus Christ, she can fuck a chicken. We thought we used every piece of an animal. Look at this wop. She does more than us. Oh my God, look at her.
She's using everything.
Yeah, she's left nothing. Look what she did with that beak. Oh my God, she used the beak.
It's true though. There's something you brought up before about how do you not have time? Things can be so automated, and it reminded me of a saying that my father-in-law always says. He always says, "Your old problems are your new problems," and I feel like he's totally right because while everything can be automated right now, it's also really hard because then you get more shit that's going to take your time up. We live in a different age now. Our parents didn't have all this technology and information and stuff thrown at them, bogging them down and taking up their time in addition to raising the kids. So a lot of what we teach is like, let's get back to basics. Let's get back to whole foods. Let's get back to real ingredients. Let's kind of shut out the marketing noise just for a little while and understand that you can still utilize everything and still eat healthy. You don't have to buy this crap anymore,
I love that. I love that you're doing that. You see, man, I should have found you, man, a nice young Italian girl. How old are you now, Allie?
I'm 34
God
now.
Damn, I could have used some of that. And look, I'm looking at the husband. He's good looking, but back in the day, I was kind of a cutie pie myself.
I can see it. I believe you, Vinny. You're a cutie pie now.
No, I look like your dad. Your dad actually looks like Pacino.
My father looks like Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's the craziest thing in the world. Like when you told me that, I went and looked up your dad, and I went, son of a bitch. He looks like when he walks in the house, does he go, ooh-ah? Does he do that?
He's been known to give an ooh-ah every now and then.
Ellie, I'm home. Yeah. Does he do that?
Actually, his thing is messing up words. Like he puts letters where they don't belong. Like he'll say things like, your sister talks so much, she should have a show like that Hapra. He just says he jumbles up words like throw this in the paper basket waste. He just mixes everything up.
So he's actually from the old country.
Yeah, he came here legitimately on a boat when he was 16 years old.
You see, my grandparents did that. So I'm one removed, and they did a lot of how you say, like when they like in the middle of a conversation, how you say. Are you trying to say soup, Grandma? You trying to say soup? Did you have to say how you say? And when you're a kid, it's embarrassing when you bring like regular American kids around.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's not until you're older that you realize it's the most endearing thing in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I do a thing. Tell me if your parents do this. Italians do this thing where we never use our words correctly. Like everything becomes a thing. Like, and Serena and Tallulah have figured out, like, I'll say, honey, go get the thing. It's over there in the other thing. And and they'll look at me and they now know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I've not used a verb, an adverb, and now nothing. I'm just saying, hey, there's a thing. And where's the thing? It's in the thing. And they go, oh, he means in the hamper. It's in the hamper. Or it could mean, it's in the trunk of his car.
Right.
But they know somehow with my hand gesture and with the way I'm saying the thing and something about their conversation, they've figured it out exactly what it is. And I'm not saying what it is. I don't know if it's laziness or if it's just what Italians do.
It's kind of what Italians do. I think it's a whole other language. It's like a dialect, because you're right. It kind of encompasses the body language and where you're looking and your mannerisms. And then they learn that. And then it's like a whole nother sub-language.
Hey, like that movie, The Godfather. Did you ever see the original Godfather?
I have. Long time ago, but yes, I have.
Watch it again because there's more not being said than being said. And, there's so much meaning behind every look. And I remember that, like, Serena had seen it before. And, of course, I've seen it somewhere between 300 and 1,000 times. And I said, now, Serena, and I one time we went through and she's like, I really want to understand this film. And I said, you're not understanding a film. You're understanding a people. And here's what you're understanding. I said, all right, you see that look that Luca Brasi just got? Okay, that means he's going to die in the next scene. She goes, how do you know? It's like, it's the look.
You just know. It's the look.
It's the look.
Oh, my father has the craziest expressions. Oh, my God. You would just know. But if you're at the dinner table and you said something off or you did something wrong, all he would have to do is just look. And you knew.
Have you ever listened, you or your husband, ever see this comedian, Sebastian Maniscalco?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, Allie. Okay. When you put the kids down, they're probably down already. It's 7, 8 o'clock over there?
Yep, they went to bed. Yep.
Okay, go. You got the Netflix?
Mm-hmm. I have Amazon Prime.
You might find him on there. You don't have the Netflix?
I don't have Netflix.
Go sign up for the Netflix.
Okay.
His name is Maniscalco. He's got 2 specials out there. Mm. I swear to God, you're going to have to, 2 or 3 things that you're going to have to do. Number 1, you will have to watch 3 times because as an Italian, you're going to be laughing so much that you're going to miss half the jokes. Number 2, you're going to pee yourself because you know how when women laugh really hard, they pee a little bit?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's going to happen. And so, you might have to, have, I don't know, have a pad ready or have something there to dap it up a bit. And because you women who just had babies, it's even worse.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah. And by the way, did you have all the muscles separate in your stomach and all that kind of stuff with the kid?
Yeah, I had to have 2 C-sections.
Oh God, you need me to help you with that? Give you some exercises and such?
I do. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good lately. I mean, my youngest is 10 months old, so I'm feeling like I'm just starting to get them back. But yes, I had the muscle separation and ugh.
You know what?
Yeah.
I let's do a blog where you interview me for a blog, and we'll talk about how to get that back.
Fantastic,
Let's do
because I
it.
need all the help I can get.
Yeah, I'll teach you everything you need to. Anyway, go find Maniscalco. You'll find pieces and parts of this guy on like if you turn on YouTube, and then you'll be convinced that you have to see the whole show.
Mhm.
I swear to God, as an Italian American, you will cry. You know, when he talks about when people come over,
Mhm.
just what happens when people come over. That scene alone, and his mannerisms, everything about this guy is just amazing. I'm going to get him to do this show because we have a mutual friend.
Okay,
And
yeah.
he'll be on the show. And whenever it's on this show, I'll have you listen. Um, anyway, didn't mean to get off subject. Sometimes I go off just a little bit.
No.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all
no,
good.
it happens. And people don't think it happens. They go, oh my God, that he's so on point all the time. But no, really, I go off a bit. The book is called What a Good Eater. And, you can pre-order it right now, right? I mean, is that the
Yeah.
deal?
Yep, you can find it on Amazon. It's up for pre-order now, and it's being the ship date for release is July 22nd.
Ooh, so folks, you could get that. That's coming out before Anna Vocino's book. Pre-order that now, especially if you have a kid. You got to get that book because Allie is going to teach you. Her name is Alessandra. I almost said Maniscalco, but it's Macaluso. And
Yeah.
you got to go get this book. Now, tell people where to go find you and all that kind of good stuff, Allie.
Yeah, sure. My author website, you can find me at alessandramacaluso.com. And that kind of has all my writing where I've been featured and everything and the link to the book. And you can find me for the book website at whatagoodeater.com. That's www.whatagoodeater.com. And I just want to mention that it's also a great, great book for if you know somebody that's having a baby. Like it's a great shower gift. It's a great gift for dads. You know, I know a lot of dads that cook that have come to us and said, you know what, this recipe is awesome. I can make an entire frittata in my blender, and have minimal mess and feed my whole family. And that's been the greatest thing that we like to hear. Because a lot of those meals, I should mention, are family meals. So when you have busy parents, you don't want to cook twice.
Right.
Nobody wants to be a short order cook. Oh, the toddler wants this and my husband wants that, or my wife wants this. It's like, screw that. Let's make one meal that everybody can eat.
Oh, what a
So a lot of
great
these meals
idea.
are designed for that.
You know what? Serena has a friend. You gave me an idea. Serena has a friend who's having baby number 3. You know what? This is going to be my shower gift to her.
Here's your gift.
Yeah.
Yes.
You, as soon as you said that, I went, wait a minute. I don't need this book. But it turns out I need this book. So,
Yes.
Allie, let's do this. This is going to be a Saturday show coming up this Saturday. I'm putting this up right away.
Awesome.
And then after the book comes out, after it's launched and it's out there for a week or two, let's bring you on the show with me and Anna, and we'll do it again. We'll talk again.
That'd be awesome. I love Anna. I love me some Anna.
And Anna loves you. Now, here's the thing. Before I let you go, and I know you're busy, I got to let you go. Why in the hell won't those schmucks over at Huff Post ever let me do a writing? What do they have against me over there? They must talk. Let me ask. When you go to Huff Post, do they have a picture of me hanging up where they say never, ever, ever, ever?
This is the example of the person that we will never let in. No. Have you tried? Have you honestly tried?
Oh, other people have, I've never tried, but other people have said, I won't mention any names, but some big names that write over there said, you got to get this guy. This guy is good. I guess they go and listen to my podcast and they hear that I use the F word from time to time and I throw a couple
No,
of...
but they're cool with that. They're cool with that. Let me see if I can contact somebody because you should definitely be on there. They have a whole, they have Huffington Post, everything, lifestyle, fitness, taste. You guys should definitely be on there.
Yeah, I don't know. If they don't have me, at least Anna. Anna is a lot nicer than me. They should have one of us, right?
Both Anna and you I think could definitely get on there.
I do everyone's show. I do Adam Carolla every other week. I do his show. I do Joe Coy. I do all the show. Everybody wants me on, right? And the two things I can't get is Huff Post. And by the way, I don't think I go a day on Twitter without people going, why haven't you done a TED Talk?
Yes.
Right?
Why haven't you?
I've spoken all over the world now. I go to Ivy League schools to speak. Last year I was in Amsterdam. I was in India. I did a tour of India to hospitals. They had all these white coat Indians, all these doctors, 400 Indians sitting there. And I do those kind of speeches. But TED Talk, and people, they've put me up for TED Talks, the whole thing. Not as much as even a phone call. Nothing.
I think it's just a matter of time. I see you on a TED Talk completely. You
know what? They could keep it. They could keep everything. I don't care. But tell me, over at HQ, do they have a picture of me? Never, like a big picture with a big red X through it. Never let this guy. That's what they got, right? They got that over there.
That's exactly what they have. Yep.
I knew it. Folks, it's called What a Good Eater. Her name is Alessandra Macaluso. Don't confuse it with Maniscalco. I like to tell everybody, people ask me all the time, Vinnie, can I get in touch with you? Yeah, I do consults. Go to VinnieTorres.com and check out the consults. Let me tell you what it says, because I can't remember myself. I got to go to my own site. It says right here, would you like some help reaching your goals? Click here and schedule a call with Vinnie. Folks, you can schedule a call with me today. Just go over there. It's a half an hour. People can't believe how inexpensive it is. Allie gets calls from me for free because she's cute. Okay, she's really hot, and I like her. So that's what she gets. Anyway, you guys could get a call. You can schedule a call there. Also, Amazon, we really appreciate when you guys go to Amazon by clicking through VinnieTorres.com first. Once you click through, bookmark it, go there every time. It puts a little coal on the fire. It gets our train down the track. Folks, it's called What a Good Eater. Her name is Alessandra Macaluso. Go get the book. On behalf of Allie, my name is Vinnie Tortorich. Put life into living and do it with enthusiasm.
Check out more podcast episodes on iTunes. Follow Vinnie and Anna on Twitter or contact us with your fitness questions at VinnieTortorich.com.